What is a subconscious mind?
The subconscious mind, it would like to say, it is just like our memory, our everything that we have memorized before without interpreting or without the criticism by the cortex. So it's just the zone of the amygdala that sometimes it could be restructured or could be the puzzle that sometimes we do not know what is the shape of this subconscious mind.
How effective or how about the safety management for mental health issues?
Yes, it's so effective and safe, but there are the contraindication for the treatment. For example, for example, for the patient with the mental health issues that have the hallucination, or just
hallucination.
Psychotic, schizo, it's contraindication. Contraindication. We cannot do that intervention.
We can use this intervention for all age, with children, with women, or with elder.
Yes, we can use to the whole kind of the people with many clustering.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, welcome to the Seksi Ansietas PP PDSKJI podcast. And in this episode, we have a guest with Dr. Muhammad John Abrahim, psychiatrist. And this episode, we will talk about hypnotherapy for mental health service. Okay. Hi, Dr. Can I call you? Dr. Abraham? Dr. John? Okay. How are you, doctor?
I'm fine, thank you. Very well.
Okay, doctor. So we will talk about hypnotherapy for mental health service, doctor. Okay, doctor. Before we talking more about hypnotherapy, I want to know about subconscious mind. What is a subconscious mind, doctor?
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Stella. I would like to tell you that, a subconscious mind is the part of our mind. For example, the conscious mind is the part of about 18% of the whole of our mind.
18%.
And then the subconscious mind is average about 82% of the whole of our mind. That's just make it simple, just like that. And then the subconscious mind, it would like to say, it is just like our memory, our everything that we have memorized before without interpreting or without the criticism by the cortex. So it's just the zone of the amygdala that sometimes it could be restructured or could be the puzzle that sometimes we do not know what is the shape of this subconscious mind. I'd like to say that.
Okay. There is a part of our mind, about 80%.
Average.
Okay, 80% of subconscious mind.
Yes.
So are this subconscious mind, can we control this subconscious mind? Can we practice, doctor?
Okay. There are two types about the subconscious mind. The first, maybe it's uncontrolled because the automatization that has no help that we could control it. And the second, we do believe that our awareness could be filtered by the cortex, but at glance. So mostly it was not uncontrolled.
Mostly uncontrolled. So what about hypnotherapy, doctor? Is this subconscious mind used in hypnotherapy or? What?
Before we go to the discussion about hypnotherapy, we just try to see the phenomenon about the subconscious minds. For example, online shopping.
Okay.
We have click, 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 automation. We see just like the skirt or the dress, the red dress, buy two, get one, and everything. Impulsivity that in reality we already have those red skirt in our home, but we still want to buy it because of the phrase or the clickbait that said buy two you get one free. That is so simple. And the other, for just in the politics, just like in Pilkada, or just recently about the election of the Prime Minister in England for recently, and then won by the Labour Party, and the Conservative Party could not get rule again, just like Sunak. It's not the British Prime Minister, because just one framing that said that the government of the previous government could not give the secure to the labor, to the prosperity, just for the framing. And then the framing is digested by the whole, the common people in the British. Oh, that's true. But in the fact, Rishi Sunak already do the intervention to give the wealthy healthiness to the labor and the other, but the framing say he do not care, and the framing and then made the reality that with the brand of Labour Party, it could be fixed and matched, and then they have the generalization that said, oh, the previous prime minister do not care about but we as Labour, and then now today the winning party of the election in British is the Labour Party. So the Conservative Party get lost today.
So that you want to say there is a subconscious mind.
Yes,
in
the framing. The framing is one of such a sample of the subconscious mind. Everything that framed by something that could be generalized by our common sense, and then it could be the conclusion. But the reality is not like that. That's for example.
So before you said that this subconscious mind mostly is uncontrolled, but some people can use that for more, what can I say, make a big difference. I think this subconscious mind is cannot control, but some people can play this subconscious mind.
Yes.
For big change.
Yes. For marketing, just like you have one previously and then you buy it, consumptive. And then the politics, how it plays the framing of the people around citizens without using common sense and the real reality and the fact of their life. And then, for example, subconscious mind could play the algorithm. The algorithm just such in TikTok. TikTok, if we click about cheating, perselingkuhan, and then every day will rise up about the issues cheating, about cheating. And then you get the generalized that, oh, jangan-jangan my husband, jangan-jangan my wife
become paranoid,
that's simple. And we have always face it every day. So we just must aware how the subconscious mind could rule or change your behavior, or the generalization could make you as the people that do not use the cortex again.
Okay. So use this basic can be a hypnotherapy as a basic of hypnotherapy.
Yes, yeah, and we have throughout the discussion about hypnotherapy. The hypnotherapy is the one part, special parts for the medication, for the psychotherapist approachment to the patient.
One of psychotherapy.
Yeah, especially for the mental health issues. And for example, for phobia. And the others think about the subconscious of the amygdala. And the other, for example, for PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, just like the veteran soldier in example, United States in Iraq, that go back to his hometown, and then suddenly he hear the blown of the tire in the street, and then he get re-experience about the situation, about the war in Iraq. So what happened? He is hiding as if he is in Iraq, and as if he is in the war that is so untrue. So he get the re-experience of the war, and then he's not using his cortex, he's using his amygdala. So the intervention of the situation about the amygdala problems, we must use the intervention that using the language that's the same with the amygdala. For example, is hypnotherapy.
One of
part of the psychotherapy approachment.
Okay, how effective, doctor? That is how effective, or how about the safety for hypnotherapy for management for management for mental health issues?
Yes, it's so effective and safe, but there are the contraindication for the treatment. For example, for example, for the patient with the mental health issues that have the hallucination, or just
hallucination,
psychotic, schizo, it's contraindication. We cannot do that intervention. But at the same time, a lot of problems that about amygdala, it must be traced by the hypnotherapy, and then combined with the CBT, maybe with his cortex, cognitive behavior therapy. So we could communicate to their cortex and their amygdala at the same time. So it could be more effective than just hypnotherapy alone.
Combination with drugs too?
Yes. Drugs for pharmacotherapies, and they're using side alone with the psychotherapists.
So there's a proof that this hypnotherapy is effective.
Yes, more effective.
Is there we can use this intervention for all age, with children, with women, or with elder?
Yes, we can use to the whole kind of the people with many clustering. For example, yesterday I do the hypnotherapy for the patient, woman. Her age is about 65. 65, and he has the neglected to his daughter, and so upset with the behavior of his daughter, and then he keep it in his subconscious mind without translating, without interpreting by the cortex, and then when it could rise up to his conscious, it could make the symptoms just like the stomachache, the
psychosomatic.
palpitation, and then stiffness, or the other part of the body that could be uncomfortable.
Physic sign, physic
Yes,
symptom.
physic symptoms.
Okay. So that sign and symptom can use this hypnotherapy for better management. That's it.
Yes, we do not cure the somatic, but we cure, according to the Freud, we trace it by the psychoanalysis about the roots of the problem. Do not the surface. The surface, the symptoms, but the symptoms comes out by the psychologist problem. So it's called psychosomatic. So we have the suggestion to her how to maintain her problem with his daughter, so he could make the peace connection to the data that the daughter is so upset her.
So we cure the psychology,
the roots of psychologist problem.
Okay. So how long per session of this hypnotherapy, and how long this hypnotherapy we can use for management for mental health issue?
Yes, the hypnotherapist is just the simple thing that we could not just make it a huge hang up. Everything, if we give the suggestion, but the reality is not so synchronized, it could make the suggestion could be get down for temporary. So we must make it as a natural suggestion that could be matched to the fact. So we could not give his suggestion that are contrary so far about the fact, but we have to give the suggestion that have synchronized, and then the reality is not so far with the suggestion. So it could be taken the long confirmation to his subconscious mind.
Okay, Doctor, is there in Indonesia where we can find this hypnotherapist? Is there in Indonesia have a formal organization with this hypnotherapy? Because I think I mean there is so many people claim who can do this hypnotherapy. So where we can find some competent hypnotherapists for our mental health disorder?
Yes, there are a lot of the community that are legalized that could give this certificate and license to the people who wants to learn hypnotherapy. And the other side, as the psychiatrist must have that gun for the part of psychotherapy. Along of throughout the lot of psychotherapists, just here and now, and then CBT and the other reality therapy, and for example, it's just like hypnotherapy.
One of them is this hypnotherapy.
Yes.
So it's better psychiatrists who can do this hypnotherapy as one of psychotherapy. Okay, doctor. Thank you so much for new insight about hypnotherapy. I hope people who watch this episode can have some new information about this hypnotherapy. Thank you, doctor, for your time. Want to come to our podcast. I hope we will have chance to another episode for another topic. Before that, if there is a person who wants to consultation with a doctor, where we can find a doctor for consultation?
Yes, thank you, Dr. Stella. I would like to tell you that I do the practice of the psychiatrist in West Sumatra.
Okay.
For the first in hospital of the government M.Sc, and then the second in the Semen Padang Hospital,
Okay.
and the third is Aisyah Kota Padang Hospital.
Oh, in the three hospital.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time. We will continue in other episode. There is no health without mental health. See you next time. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.